I came across a quote that I really loved. Adoption has a dimension of connection not only to your own tribe, but beyond, widening the scope of what constitutes love, ties, and family. It is a larger embrace, and by adopting, we stretch past our intimate circles, and by reaching out, find an unexpected sense of belonging with others. That saying was by Isabel Rossellini. I'm heartbroken to say that according to childrensactionnetwork.org, there are 400,540 children in the United States of America in the foster care system. There are 30,000 children that reach the age of 18 without ever finding a forever family. Could you even imagine not having a forever family? I couldn't even think about not having one. All over the world, there are children that are suffering from not having a family or a home. My heart breaks just thinking about this. Does your heart break too? Do you have a desire to help a child in need, a desire to give a child a home, and a desire to change a child's life? Whether you are a single parent or a couple that wants a baby, adoption is a wonderful way and is very important in many ways. Unfortunately, even though there are many people that adopt children, there are still so many children in the world without a place to call home and a family to call their own. After looking to this particular subject and personally being an adopted child, I feel very strongly about this subject. I would love to explain the high importance of adoption while persuading you to consider the route of adopting a child. It's not a secret that children in foster care face a hard life. They feel unwanted and unloved. First, I would like to explain and have you come to understand the severity of problems that foster children face. Next, I would like to discuss how adopting a child in foster care can be a solution to a better and wonderful life for them. Lastly, I would like to share some testimonials from the past that show nothing but joy. It's a secret that foster children face hardships and problems while growing up. You can imagine that being in foster care can really take a toll on your emotions. Being taken away and moved placement to placement can make a child in foster care feel like they can never count on anyone and create a negative mindset out of life. They truly believe that they can't trust anyone. No one deserves to feel abandoned and lonely in life. Studies show that if children grow up in foster care, they are more likely to get into trouble if a child believes himself or herself are worthless because they don't have a family. They try using their time to try illegal things or simply just behave badly. Kids tend to lash out when they are upset, causing them to not do what's right. They might not have even been taught what's right. According to the U.S. Administration for Children and Families, girls in foster care become pregnant by the age of 19, 50%. Prison inmates who were once in the foster care system is 74%. Young adults incarcerated within 2 years of aging out of foster care is 50%. Death row inmates who were former foster care children is 80%. Giving a child a home can change their whole entire future. Now that we have talked about the negatives that bring children in foster care, I would like you to know there's a way to change a child's life for the better, and it is called adoption. Adoption is a wonderful thing, and you could save a child's future. As you know, foster care affects a child in an emotional way. By adopting, you are giving a child hope that they are worth it. You will make them feel loved. Adopting children can help them have a promising future without the curiosity to get in trouble. By loving them, you are helping them see that they can be whoever they want. There's a famous quote someone once spoke: "Adopting one child won't change the world, but for the one child, the world will change." You are changing the child's life for the better, and all over there are many agencies that you can go through to adopt. Some of the best agencies in the United States of America are A Little Bit of Heaven Adoption, About a Child, Hopscotch Adoption, Adopt Us Kids, and Haven Adoptions. These are just some adoption agencies that can help you get started on your journey of changing a child's life. Lastly, I would like to continue with some testimonies from the people that have adopted. Let's take a look. Adopting a baby can feel like the scariest experience ever. There are mountains of paperwork to be completed, and everything seems out of your control. The waiting is painful. But we adopted the most beautiful, precious baby boy who has been the biggest blessing we could have ever hoped or prayed for from a happy family. Time and experience have taught me a priceless lesson. Any child you take for your own becomes your own if you give yourself to that child. I have born 2 children and have 7 others by adoption, and they are all my children, equally beloved and precious. Dale Evan, an adoptive mother. To give them what I never had heals me. Some days I look at them and almost start to cry. I think, how can I love them more than the day before? But it keeps on growing. Rosie O'Donnell, an adoptive mother as well. And to wrap things up, you now know that foster home children face major hardships that adoption is the only solution and by giving them the life they deserve. 400,540, 30,000 children, think about what those numbers mean. If you someday choose to adopt, that means one less child feeling sad and alone. If you brighten a child's life, they might just brighten yours. I strongly hope that adoption becomes even more popular in the future. DNA and blood makes a family, that's true. Love and kindness makes a family as well. Remember, every child deserves a home in it.